everyone, and welcome to another day in the Milky Way. And tonight we got a really great show for you. We're going to talk about centaurs, and this stems from a conversation I had the other day, and we were going to find out about centaurs. So with that, let's begin. I just want to say thank you all for coming and being a part of this broadcast. You're also special to me, and thank you for all you do, because being out there listening to me and giving me a thumbs up and sharing and liking and commenting is what keeps this broadcast going. What would I be without you people out there? Thank you, everyone. And with that, we're going to start our show tonight with this. What is a centaur? And there you go. There I am. Look at that. All in one. So, what is a centaur? And this comes from my book of milestones in history. Have centaurs been around for a long time? Yes, obviously they have. They have been around since mythological times. Back in the day, they were drawing pictures of them back in the Roman days. And they were drawing pictures of them way back when things were, long time ago. So is it true? Is there such a thing as a centaur? Or is this all mythological? Could this be something of times gone by? Failed experiments by people of technological age before us? If they are fake, how come they make so many statues of them? Statues of them everywhere. We know them like the back of our hand. They are everywhere. In our history, in our myths, legends. Shall we go from there? People use them in cartoons and fairy tales. All stemming from this. A man, half horse, and half man. Usually carrying a bow and an arrow. So, is this true? Is it fiction? And if so, what are your conclusions? So, here we go. Centaurs belong to a Greek mythology and were favorite subjects among the Athenian artists as suitable for sculpture. At the first, centaurs had the form of a man with the body and hind legs of a horse attached to his back. Later, they were represented as shown as a rocky hills was imagined as having goat's legs. And in Scylla, the spirit of a sea storm was having the body and tail of a fish. In most cases, the animal adjusted and was made to take the place of a human or human's legs, as if the first consideration had been that the spirit should have non-human means of wait a minute, I read that wrong. As horses, and they had the head and the neck replaced by the body of a man down to his waist. In peopling sartorially and wild places and imaginary beings, it was usual to assign to these beings a bodily form in some obvious but way consistent with the features of the locality. Thus, Pawn, the spirit of rocky hills, was imagined in having goat's legs. There we go. Means or not, they were non-human means of locomotion. In the case of centaurs, whose home was in the mountainous and wooded regions, with the wild torrents, chiefly in Thessaly and Arcadia, the horse may have been chosen either by symbolic or of the impetuosity of streams and winds, or from the circumstances of such districts being favorable for the horse rearing. One of the centaurs who lived in the cave in Mount Peloton was a friend of the gods and the heroes. Yes, heroes. There we go. One of the centaurs. The hero Peloton was a friend of the gods and the heroes, skilled in medicine and music, and as an instructor of youth. By the way of parenthesis, the reader may smile at the mixture of professions. The only image, teacher of vocal and instruction music, or he may paint on his sign, dealer in physics, instructor or psychic, instructor, or demi-semiquavers, and wielder of the birch. As a race, however, they are best known for their battle with the Lipithine, which arose at the marriage of Pythagoras and Dolomeia, when the Centaurs exceeded with the wine, attempted to carry off the bride, but who, overpowered by the help of Thereus, who was present, the Centaurs formed part of the routine of Bacchus. Well, anyway, that's the story of them. I'm not good at pronouncing the words, so as always, we have mispronounced words. And if we go to this picture, this is a skeleton. Is it real or not? You tell me. Boy, it sure looks real. Is this a skeleton found as a fossil? Well, let's see about that. And we're going to go to this. And look at this. An excavated centaur skeleton from 1980. One of 3 centaurs buried. Discovered in 1980 by Archaeological Society of Argos and 8 kilometers northeast of Volos, Greece. Is it true? The plaque on the Centaurs of Volos, which was first exhibited in 1980 at the Madison Art Center in Wisconsin, reads, one of 3 centaurs burials discovered in 1980 by Archaeological Society of Argos or Strico, 8 kilometers northeast of Volos, Greece. The human bones are real, as are the horse bones, but they were joined and staged by a guy named Bill Willers. According to the researcher and forensic scientist writer Dolly such and such at the Strange Remains Forensic Anthropology website. In 1980, Bill Willers, artist and professor of biology at the University of Wisconsin, Oshkosh, constructed the skeletal remains of the centaur of Volos from real human bones and the bones of a Shetland pony. The human bones where Willers used were from an anatomical specimen, a human skeleton from India, in the biology department at his university. The human and pony bones were tea stained to give them uniform color and make them look authentic. Centaur of Volos toured a series of colleges in 1980 before being purchased by a University of Tennessee in Knoxville. In 1994, it is now on permanent display at the Jack R. or E. Reese Galleria at Hodges Library. In 2008, Willers was commissioned by Skulls Unlimited, a company that sells real bones, both human and others, to create other centaur skeletons. This one was posed there. The Centaur of Nymph was exhibited in Arizona's International Wildlife Museum in 2012 as part of the mythological wildlife exhibit. It was subsequently purchased by the Barnum Museum in Connecticut. Fun fact that the Centaur of Nymph actually used zebras, not horse bones. So go figure that one out. The exhibit was designed to encourage students to rely on critical thinking skills and not accept everything as fact, no matter how believable it looks, sounds, or even from reliable sources like the university exhibit. And so there we go. I hope you all enjoyed that. That sometimes myths and legends can almost come true. And if you want to believe that too, go and study up do your own research. Go and study up on some centaurs. We all love the mythology. It's fun to look at. It's fun to imagine and dream. Were they real or weren't they real? Could they be or couldn't they be? So you be the decider of that. Now go out and have a great day. Enjoy yourself, and remember, be the frequency you want to receive. I love you all, everybody. Peace, everyone. Have a great